If you're new to the channel, that's great. I welcome you. Thank you for being here. But we have covered Dan Dow on Political Pain before. District Attorney for San Luis Obispo County, Dan Dow. We have looked at him before. Let's get an image up so you can get an idea of what this guy looks like. Here's San Luis Obispo District Attorney Dan Dow. And you know, if you remember on this channel, I have talked about him before. Dan Dow prosecuted Black Lives Matter activists in 2020, was totally dishonest about it, basically tried to throw the book and charge them with felonies for blocking traffic, which is just civil disobedience. And he actually got kicked off the case because he was using it to fundraise off of. He was gloating about it in his fundraising emails that he was going after Black Lives Matter. So the case actually was entirely dismissed because he was corruptly trying to promote himself off of it. He was also at pro-secessionist movements or pro-secessionist meetings. There's this group called New State California where they're like a right wing. They want to secede from California. They want to start a new red state within the state, essentially. And he went to that meeting and he was yucking it up, palling it up with Candace Owens. And you want to talk about right-wing extremists, Candace Owens for sure is one of them. But what is Dan Dow up to these days? Well, Dan Dow got on his social media and he was really upset about the election of Zohran Mamdani. Zohran Mamdani, very good news. We will talk about the election more, but great news from the beautiful state of New York. And Zohran Mamdani wins the election, the first Muslim mayor, Democratic Socialist of the New York City, the Big Apple. And this local district attorney here in San Luis Obispo County retweeted a post, basically, and reposted it that was connecting Zohran Mamdani in some way to 9/11. And he had no apologies to make. He basically pulled I have friends who are Muslim. I have a Jewish friend. I'm not this guy Dan Dow. He's a Christian nationalist. He's hardcore. He's a far right extremist who is just the head of local law enforcement in the county of Santa Barbara. So that's the kind of local connection that you're going to find to the right wing in this country, to right wing politics. And this is just what they've accepted as normal. What the right wing in this country, they think it's totally fine to vilify people based on their race. They think it's fine to profile people based on their race. They think people of color, people with skin other than my obviously I'm a white boy as well, but they think like people who don't look like us shouldn't be here, and they don't mind violating human rights, violating the Constitution, violating your rights if you oppose them. So that's the situation we find ourselves in. That's the reality of right-wing politics in the United States. But we got to be real with what's going on in this country. And I stand against it. People have told me, "Are you come across as really biased?" Yes, I own it. I'm a journalist, but I am to the left. I own my politics. I believe in universal human rights for everybody, not just for the people who look a certain way or talk a certain way. That applies to everybody. So that has been so eroded at this point that people on the right are justifying military occupation of the country. And this is fascism 101 stuff, folks. Trump is committing war crimes in the Caribbean. He's dropping bombs on boats, innocent people. And even if you think these boats might be running drugs, which I've seen no evidence to suggest that, you are basically, if you aren't crying out that these are heinous war crimes, you're endorsing extrajudicial execution of people who are just suspected of a crime. They're alleged of crimes. So I hope you or nobody in your friends or family have ever been suspected even of, I don't know, selling a dime bag or something, or being in the wrong place at the right time, because it could mean your life if you're caught in the crosshairs of this administration. It's really quite insane.